They can't charge me with a crime for teaching you how to do half-offs because they wanted to learn how to steal somebody's shit. Come on. But then you got in and you didn't learn it.
They say you can learn anything on the internet these days, but what if I told you a course on TikTok claiming to teach you how to get unlimited food stamps? Yep. For just $27, this so-called influencer promised the secrets to endless benefits, ways to slip into apartments without approval, get car loans with no real credit, even how to completely rebrand yourself with a new identity. And here's the shocking part. She wasn't hiding in some dark corner of the web. She littered this course promo on TikTok, out in the open, for the entire world to see. Think about that. A woman so brazen, she believed she could sell the government fraud like it was. So, what exactly was in this course? How many people bought it? And what happened when TikTok and the authorities found out?
Well, that's where this story gets even crazier.
Come through and let y'all know. For those of y'all who trying to get them yamps and you want to get them from a site, y'all better click that $27 link in my bio.
She sat in her car on TikTok promoting a $27 course, claiming it could give people unlimited access to food stamps. In just about 3 hours, she brought in over $7,000 from memberships, roughly 270 signups. But once people actually got into her course, they quickly realized what it really was. That's when the backlash started. Angry posts flooded social media as members discovered that her so-called program was built on federal crimes. Instead of a simple side hustle, her teachings involved serious illegal activity. One of the key things she was showing people was how to access a website that allowed them to steal active EBT accounts. This wasn't just bending the rules, it was flat-out cybercrime. And while the pitch made it sound like a way to get legal unlimited food stamps, most of the people who joined her After Dark group weren't expecting to be instructed on stealing benefits from real families who applied, qualified, and received them legitimately.
I woke up to try to order groceries using my EBT card. Yes, I get food stamps. Don't fucking judge me. I'm a single mom of 5. I'm trying my fucking best, okay? I woke up to try to order groceries, and it said that my EBT card balance was $1.17, and I know for a fact that I had over $400 left on that card.
It's absolutely heartbreaking to see families who depend on food stamps to put food on the table suddenly finding their EBT cards wiped clean right when they need them most. And while Cheryl Hodges isn't the one personally stealing those benefits, she's selling access to compromised EBT accounts, essentially handing others the tools to rob struggling families. This brings us to the now-deleted video she posted from her car. In it, she openly admits that she was using the so-called unlimited food stamps plug as a way to drive traffic and make fast cash from her membership group. In that same clip, and many others, you'll hear her and her followers refer to food stamps as yamps. That was their code word, a flimsy attempt to disguise what they were really talking about. Apparently, in her mind, using a code word somehow makes federal crimes invisible. Who would have thought?
Y'all better click that $27 link in my bio and get on there and get it. We done dropped about 15 different sites where you can go and get cardings. There's a site in there where you can get them yamps, go get them groceries. Of course, we're still teaching the original OGs about the approvals and moving into apartments, getting cars, the basics and whatever not. But I ain't gonna lie, y'all, the group lit. It's jumping. And I honestly couldn't promote it no harder, but I just feel like it kind of promotes itself. Like, everybody getting in, we learning from each other. We learning with the new details put in. But I ain't gonna lie.
Now here's where it gets wild. People aren't just buying this course. They're learning from each other, learning how to scam the system. And I bet you're wondering, well, how does she actually teach people to get apartments? How is she showing people how to get free money from loans? Oh, don't you worry. We're gonna get there. Because what's inside this course, and how far people are willing to go to use it, says a lot about the darker side of internet hustle culture. And let's just say, it's not just TikTok watching anymore. The authorities have noticed too.
The best perk about it all is you getting access to them yamps. If you know what the hell I'm talking about when it comes to that situation, and you've been one of the people who had to log into your yamp account to save your yamps from being snatched, then you already know what it's hitting on off real. But anyways, the $27 After Dark class is at the link in my bio. You need to have Telegram downloaded. If you don't have Telegram downloaded, then you might run into some issues. But download Telegram first, take that link, copy it into Telegram, and you'll be able to join in and off rip. Once you learn how to just put the money on there and be able to go and get the Yamp information, put that shit into your Walmart, your Whole Foods, your Kroger's, your Albertsons, your Amazon fresh orders, whatever the case is, get your shit and get on about your business. Don't say I ain't never gave y'all nothing, because this motherfucker's out here charging $300-$400 for the information that I put together alongside the help of other people.
Now, she's not the only one doing this. But what makes Cheryl Hodges stand out is just how brazen she is. People keep pointing out how blatant, confident, and almost untouchable she acts, as if she truly believes she can't be arrested for any of this. At this point, you'd have to assume the FBI is watching. What you're about to see is one of the very first videos she posted online, where she tried to defend herself against the wave of backlash she was getting over the food stamp side of her after-hours course.
If y'all mad at me because I finessed y'all out of $27 to get into a group where you learning everything but what the topic of that shit said, that's on me. I'm gonna eat that. Okay, whatever. Y'all the gullible ones, though. Clearly.
Imagine this. You advertise a course promising to teach a specific skill, people trust you enough to buy in, and then instead of delivering what you promised, you turn around and call those same people gullible. I mean, to be fair, it really doesn't make sense no matter how you look at it. If you bought into her course, you bought something from someone openly offering criminal tactics, and at the end of the day, that makes her a criminal.
There was enough people who paid me to where I made $7,000 after that video to get in because they wanted to learn how to steal somebody's shit. Come on. But then you got in and you didn't learn it. But let's really address the fact. Y'all mad at me for saying this. All these people, which is nothing but black people, spent their money to motherfucking get into the group. But y'all don't give a fuck about the motherfuckers out here talking about, oh, we promoting half offs. If you need your rent paid, hit me up. It's half off. Pay me half and I'll pay the full thing. You need a bill paid, it's half. All of this shit is going on daily. But y'all get mad at me because I decide to use a bait and switch method to get y'all to give me some money.
This isn't some kind of bait and switch scheme, and that's not even why people are mad. The outrage comes from the fact that she's literally teaching people how to steal food stamps from other people's accounts, a federal crime. But here's the real question. What did these buyers honestly expect? Did they really think they were going to get a legitimate, legal way to access unlimited food stamps from someone openly selling a course on TikTok? I mean, it's karma. You're basically setting yourself up to fail, and probably to end up in an even worse situation, by trying to take the easy way out. But as they say, God don't like ugly. Even if you're not religious, you probably believe in some kind of higher power, and trust me, someone's watching it all. Buying a course thinking there's any chance of getting unlimited food stamps. Times are tough, I get it, but do yourself a favor. Invest that $27 in something that can actually help you, not put you in more trouble.
Nobody can get in trouble for learning how to do some shit.
She seems to think nobody's going to get caught. Her logic? Because she isn't the one actually stealing the stamps, she can't get in trouble. She even claims it's not conspiracy until the crime is committed.
The trouble comes when the crime is committed. They can't charge me with a crime for teaching you how to do half-offs, for showing you how to cash out your firm. They can't. I can't get charged with that. I'm not committing a crime. All I'm doing is further passing on information.
Well, here we go. Let's see exactly what she was teaching in those classes.
Didn't I tell y'all it was gonna get out of control?
And you checked your food stamp card and it was gone, somebody probably got it off this website. I've been a victim of it several times. I've actually went on there and bought it 1,000,000 times. Okay? To like getting the food stamp card information. I'm gonna just keep it a buck. For those of y'all who've been in my chat saying you tired of struggling to feed your kids, they give food stamp card numbers. You get the food stamp card numbers. I tell you, look for somebody's number that is going to hit that same night, that same midnight. So today is the 5th. You're going to look for somebody who shit going to hit midnight 01 on the 6th. You're going to prep for that. You're going to fill up your cart. You'll be able to see the balance that they get. It's going to give you the PIN, all of that. Like, everything you need is basically on this website as long as you load it through Bitcoin. And I will put that in the chat. You don't have to worry about it. Fill up your cart at 12:01. All you need to be doing is pressing submit.
So here's where things go from shady to downright criminal. What you're seeing right now is a clip that someone recorded inside her actual class. And yes, this is proof that she's giving people direct access to a website where they can pull EBT card numbers and even the pins that go with them. Think about that for a second. Real families rely on these cards to eat, and here she is, teaching people how to log into a stolen database and use their benefits like it's a coupon code. Now, there are a lot of different ways that EBT card numbers get stolen. Sometimes it's from skimming devices at ATMs or grocery stores. Sometimes it's phishing scams. And sometimes entire databases get hacked and sold on the dark web. And this woman is packaging all of that criminal activity into a neat little course and selling it for $27 like it's an online side hustle. But it doesn't stop there. Someone else came forward with another recording from her class. And this one? It reveals the bulk of what she's really selling in her so-called after-hours course. And it's all about something called CPNs. Now, if you've never heard of that term before, CPN stands for Credit Privacy Number. Scammers pitch it as a way to start fresh, basically a brand new identity you can use to apply for credit, loans, or even housing after you've trashed your social security number. And here's the truth. In the rare cases where they're actually legal, CPNs are used in very specific situations, like witness protection. But in the hands of scammers, they're not just fake, they're stolen. And the victims are usually the most vulnerable people, children and the elderly. So while these students think they're buying into some secret credit hack, what they're really buying into are felonies, federal crimes, identity theft, things that carry real prison time. So when Sherelle talks about being able to take out loans, build your credit score, or qualify for apartments, here's what she's really teaching. She's showing her followers how to track down new CPNs, fake identities, so they can start over with what looks like a clean slate. On paper, it looks like you've got brand new credit, but in reality, you're just borrowing someone else's good credit to get what you want. And this is where it turns from a so-called hack into a full-blown crime. Because those identities, they don't come out of thin air. They're usually tied to real people, children who haven't even started building credit yet, or elderly victims who don't even know they've been targeted. So while she's pitching freedom and fresh starts, what she's really doing is encouraging her followers to commit identity theft in broad daylight.
Score, it's not like super perfect. It's like a 712. Like my actual credit score is a 712. My CPN credit score is an 806. I use my CPN because I can basically do anything that I want to do. Evade taxes.
And then she takes it even further. She literally just said she can use her CPN to evade taxes. Think about that. She's no longer just talking about food stamps, credit hacks, or apartments. She's flat out admitting to teaching tax evasion inside her after-hours group. And at that point, you really have to wonder, does she honestly believe the FBI isn't watching? Because when you start uploading videos that basically outline federal crimes step by step, you're not just building an audience, you're building a case file.
Run money through accounts, get loan, whatever the case is. I can do all of that and not have to worry about none of that stuff coming back on my social. What you say? Do you have to pay back the money? According to the FBI website, yes.
Sherelle, that's scamming!
So these little bits of her after-hours class have been leaked on the internet. And so now Sherelle starts realizing that she might be in some hot water, but you know what? Nope, she's still doubling down because she says that in her experienced criminal background, she knows for a fact that she is not committing any crimes just by simply teaching other people to commit crimes.
A lot of y'all seem to have the word conspiracy mixed up with actually committing a crime. If no crime has been committed, how can one be charged with conspiracy? You get what I'm saying?
Because here's the thing. You're not just teaching people how to commit a crime. You're openly admitting that you've already committed these crimes yourself. What do you mean, no crime's been committed? You literally just told us you use a CPN, that you've got an 800 credit score tied to it, and that you've used it to take out loans, get cars, qualify for apartments, basically everything you need, all while keeping your real social security number clean. I mean, am I wrong? Because it sure sounds like you just walked us through a step-by-step confession. Let me know what you think down in the comments, because to me, this looks a whole lot like breaking federal laws in real time.
Follow me, let me give you an example. I teach you how to scam, correct? You never go and scam. They can't charge me with intent to conspire, because if there's nothing to conspire with, then where does that charge won't hold up in court? Now, let's just say I teach you how to scam, you go scam, you get caught, and then you turn around and you say, well, Sherelle, the one who taught me how to do it, like she was hosting a whole class and everything. Now they can come and charge me with conspiracy to commit this crime because I taught you how to do it. Now think about this. Who in their right motherfucking mind gonna go commit a crime and then go and tell you that they committed a crime? That person would have to be caught. But that's the purpose of being taught by motherfuckers who has done it before. Talk about food stamps, because y'all love to just go right back to that bullshit. I'm talking about everything but that, okay? If you are learning something illegal, which is not a crime to learn it, correct? It only comes into play when you actually commit the crime. Nobody in their right mind is going to go outside of the guidelines that they're taught in order to get caught. But if we're being honest, most people learn how to do illegal shit and never go and do it. Therefore, there has been no crime and no conspiracy to attach to the crime. For the better part of everything that I'm saying, a lot of people are just paying me for knowledge. Nobody can confirm nor deny that somebody is actually applying this knowledge, but the people who may actually be doing the shit. right? I'm just the messenger. I can teach you too. I promise.
She got to be the boldest criminal I've ever seen. Yes, I am talking about Sherelle Hodge. If you don't know anything about the battle of the scammers, click that comment and get caught up. Because, baby, it's happening. Now, the thing I don't like about this whole situation is the fact that she is so bold about it. Like, it's not just that you are teaching people how to scam with CPNs. It's not just that you are stealing the food stamps, which is horrible. It's the fact that you're so bold about it. Like, she's posting videos of how she's spending this money at Liquorland, Walmart. Yep. She's making videos like POV, the feds are coming, dancing. Like, you really out here vigilante, Robin Hood, criminal, scammer, and you cool with it.
I know y'all probably wondering, Sherelle, what is it that you're teaching us? Everything under the sun that don't require you to go and fill out no W-2.
Now, if you're on TikTok, you probably know about the resilient Jenkins. Do you remember the one main thing people have held on to? The fact that Drew calls it a W-2 job. Everything having to do with a W-2. I'd love to see if she was in the comments bashing.
Let's call a spade a spade. If you like to hit shit for 10, 12, 15K, go ahead and jump in the group. Yes, we start from the bottom, working our way up, because at the end of the day, you need to be incognito when you do it. But I had one of my students come in, and I'm actually out of town right now with the kiddos. She is actually showing everybody in the group right now how to do bins. So you go into her class, you do the bins, and like when you get your bins, you basically just go and buy shit. And for those of y'all who don't know what bins are, it's like cards. You can go get your own card. Unlike Timmy T, who telling y'all she got the cards and y'all got to send her 170, 270, whatever X amount of dollars in order to get the cards from her. She's showing you how to go on the actual brainsclub.com, get your own cards. The high limit cards, credit cards, cards specifically used for Walmart orders, cards specifically used for Best Buy orders, etc., etc., etc. She's teaching you how to do it in the group. So for all of y'all that's...
So wait a minute, did she really just admit to using stolen credit cards? Like, is that what I just heard? Out loud, on the internet, where nothing ever disappears, where the internet is forever. I mean, it's one thing to brag to your friends in private, but to upload a literal confession of financial crimes for the whole world to see, that's next level reckless.
Hey, Aisha, just want to let you know that you got approved for your apartment, girl. They called and validated your employment. I went ahead and validated your employment. Y'all, if y'all trying to get...
She literally says, I validated your employment. Think about what that means. She's admitting, right there, to committing fraud by posing as someone's employer, just to get them approved for an apartment they had no chance of qualifying for before this scam. That's not a hack. That's not a shortcut. That is straight up fraud. It's falsifying records. It's lying on legal documents. And it's a crime that leaves landlords, banks, and innocent people holding the bag. And the craziest part? She's saying all of this out loud, on camera, like it's just another everyday business tip. I think the reason she's so confident in all of this is simple. She hasn't been arrested yet. But honey, let me tell you, cases like this, they don't go away. The feds are patient, and they are definitely building one. And she only makes it worse. She brags about rolling out a new course for $97 a month, claiming she's pulling in around $50,000 a month. And here's the kicker. She's saying this while also collecting food stamps. See, the way she looks at it, by selling the playbook, she doesn't have to keep committing the felony crimes herself. She thinks that makes her safe. Like if she convinces other people to do it, she's somehow in the clear. But let's be real. Teaching people how to commit fraud is still fraud. You don't get to hide behind a course and pretend you're innocent. That's like a getaway driver saying, hey, I didn't rob the bank, I just drove the car.
Y'all at CPM, if y'all need an apartment, y'all trying to get some furniture. When I say furniture, I'm talking like errands, rent-a-center, MDGs, things like that. Hit me up. I think I'm gonna extend this $250 CPN special, and I know a lot of y'all been like, can you help me, because I don't understand. For $250, I will try merge, and Credit Karma you add your own trade line, unless you just want to buy one through me, but I'll just give you the trade line link. You go buy your own trade line. So
listen to me, and listen to me good. Sherelle Hodge is the police. And if she ain't the police, she working with them crackers. And if she ain't working with them crackers coming. Teach y'all something. Let me get y'all to understand something. Y'all ever seen on the news, right? A wife has sent a hitman to knock off her husband, right? So the wife meets up with the hitman. She pays the hitman. The hitman accepts the money, right? They agree to get her husband knocked off. The hitman say, yeah, I'm gonna do the job. Now, although her husband wasn't knocked off, she's still picked up and placed in jail. Why? Because she conspired to commit the crime.
So there are people that think that Sherelle Hodges, that she is actually a digital informant, that she is actually working for the FBI to catch people willing to steal EBT numbers and purchase CPNs illegally. That's kind of a twist. She might not be a criminal mastermind after all. She might just simply be working with the FBI.
Now, let's just say Sherelle didn't sell the food stamps, how to steal the food stamps in the course, so she saved for the $27. But she has got on the internet countless of times saying, I teach people how to do fraud. Now, she is saying, just because I teach you how to do the fraud, or I teach the person, if the person don't go commit the crime, I can't be charged with conspiracy, which is a lie. Let me tell you something. Conspiracy is the act of agreeing to commit the crime. Meaning, if I'm online boasting and bragging about selling you something with the intent of teaching you how to commit a crime, and you purchase that back from me, that is conspiring. We have come to a mutual agreement, whether the crime happened or not. So saying I didn't commit the crime, I'm just teaching you how to commit the crime, is not a shield when the teaching was intended to promote illegal activity, which leads me to believe that that is Special Agent Hodge. I'm from Dade County, baby. I done seen everything but the wind. I swear to God. That's some police shit right there. To get on the internet and keep promoting it, that's screen fast.
What do you guys think? Do you think that she is just a savvy criminal who's overly confident? Do you think that she is actually a digital informant and working with the FBI? Or do you think that she is just digging her hole deeper and deeper, and here pretty soon we're about ready to see her get arrested and have some serious charges brought up against her? Let me know down in the comments. Make sure you're subscribed because I'm going to be following along this hustle fraud train wreck, and I'll be making another video as soon as we have more developments with Sherelle Hodges. If you like videos like this and appreciate staying informed, make sure you hit the thumbs up button before you leave. Don't forget to subscribe and also ring that notification bell. That way you're notified whenever I post my next video. Thank you again so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.
I told y'all it was going to get out of control. It was already getting out of control. Now look, they done got a record and posted on this page called True Telling, or yeah, I think it's True Telling. I'm going to put it in there. And they say it's more to come. Just literally recording of Sherelle giving you step-by-step instructions on what to do on how to get the people stamps.